Tsunami Studios. Empyre number 4. We have reached the halfway point last week in the series. We are now coming towards the end. 6 issues of Empyre, and now we're on episode 4. I don't know why I said episode 4. I'm panicking. I don't know why I'm panicking. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm just talking out of my ass. So this was a pretty good issue. I will say I think it did a lot of stuff I already expected to be coming down the line, so I'm okay with that. Emperor Hulkling is kind of just fully descended into the throne now. He's decided he is full on going to be a bad guy. I think that's what we kind of decided here. And we get a scene at the beginning here with Carol and Johnny. They're still on the ship and they're kind of talking, and you just see the way that the Super Skrulls just kind of being like, you know, war happens. Like, I've lived through a bunch of battles. Like, Johnny, you saw my homeworld get destroyed. So life, I guess. It's just life. So we're gonna move past it. And then I think this is a really cool scene too, where you just kind of see, Hulkling has decided he is gonna be fully embrace who he is. He's gonna call himself Direct Veal. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I couldn't tell if those were all L's at the end or one of them was an I, so I'm just gonna call it Direct Veal. He has taken the name, his Kree name or his Skrull name. He decided he's gonna do that. Carol scans him to see if he's like being himself or something's controlling him there, but no, according to the scans of the accuser Hammer, he's fully himself. He's never been more himself in his life, so that's a very interesting angle. I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to be. And being fully himself, he decides, I'm going to start making adult decisions for myself. So I'm going to send Johnny and Carol away, banish them away, maybe get them to somebody who can actually help me and do the right thing here. Oh, that's right, I have a boyfriend. We'll get to more of that in a bit here. Wiccan, let's go see Wiccan. Where has he been this entire event? Because his boyfriend is now a king. Just getting groceries, I guess. Just walks into his apartment. Like, oh, did Teddy send you guys? Yeah, Teddy's kind of crazy right now. Okay, well, what do you guys know? I thought that was kind of cool. And it's about time Wiccan showed up. I was expecting this guy to show up before, but seeing him now, great. He needed to be in this event. I'm so glad we're seeing him. Let's get more of those Young Avengers characters in bigger and better books, so I'm happy to see them. We get a brief snapshot of Reed and Tony still talking. Tony's building like a Fantastic Four armor. That's cool. They're doing their thing. They're like, oh, Captain America's fighting the troops. Thor's looking for the magical side. And good enough scene. Not much going on there. And then we get a scene on Wakanda. It's narrated by Black Panther, and he's like, what does it take to be a king? I'm pretty sure all these things were covered in the movie. Even the Wakanda Forever, the Bombay stuff we saw last issue. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have anything wrong with it. I'm just like, we did like a huge movie where there was like an attack in Wakanda. So doing one here, it kind of loses the appeal or the interest, mainly because I've seen it in a bigger and better way. So going back to it, I'm not that impressed with. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the artwork is stellar. It's fantastic. I'm just not as invested as I have been before in some of these things. So is what it is there. Looks good for the most part. And I always like seeing Black Panther. He's a very compelling character, so that's cool. And we get to the moment that I knew was coming, and we get Mantis shows up to talk to Quiet Swordsman, and already there's like a parallel between Hulkling and Qui in there. These two guys who, I guess, they're kind of legacies in a sense. They are the one's the actual child of some Avengers. The other guy's like a Kree and a Skrull, so there's a legacy there too. But the opposite journeys of kind of like stepping up in your power now, I think is very interesting. It's kind of different than what we could have seen from this. And Qui is just like, I don't want to hear it, Mom. Like, I'm doing my thing anyways. There's nothing you could really say that's going to change my mind. And he just kind of just lets that happen. And then as that's going on too, of course, I'm pretty sure I said this earlier, so you guys can go back and watch my other 3 videos talking about it. We gave She-Hulk a hammer in the first issue, because nobody wanted to write her as talking stupid. Then she just kind of blatantly does everything for fun. And now she is a sleeper agent, and she awakens, and I guess we're kind of saying she dies here, because it just looks a little crazy the way that's going on. Like, things are coming out of her mouth. She's turning into whatever was happening to the Fantastic Four in the first issue. I think that's what's happening to her here. But it's taken full effect, and she's going to die. We have an Immortal She-Hulk book coming out, so I'm pretty sure she's going to be dead and go through the green door, and maybe that's finally gonna fix Jennifer Walters. I hope that's what happens, at least. I'm expecting it to, so we'll have to see what happens there. But who didn't see this coming? She's green already. She fits the pattern scheme, so might as well make her a bad sleeper agent. And she kind of just wipes out like Sue and Ben and Mantis, send them flying away. Sue manages to keep Mantis alive, and you're just like, oh great, now we're doing something with She-Hulk I didn't want to do, but I expected was coming. So she just died, didn't she, in Civil War 2? I know that's not like recent, but in terms of comic books, that's pretty recent. Even if we're not saying she died here, this could lead her to the Green Door at least. That's pretty recent, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. I can move past it. Like, I don't know, this issue, well, I liked it. I think it just shows that I don't really care going forward, because now the stakes are even lower. I don't know, like, Wakanda's obviously going to be fine. We're just going to get rid of the Katati and bring them back whenever we want. I doubt Swordsman or Mantis is going to be joining the Avengers, so what's the point, I guess? I don't know. We'll see. It's blockbustery, but at the same point, sometimes a blockbuster can have heart and emotion, and it feels like this one doesn't. We get a reveal at the end of this issue, too, which I was really happy with. Wiccan is showing Carol and Johnny, well, they're showing him the footage, and he's like, no, that's not Teddy. I can see the little look in his eyes. There's nothing behind it. There's that twinkle's not there. That's not Teddy. I know your scanner said no, but sometimes technology's not the answer. I know the man I married. Bombshell. They're married. Which, did we see them get married in Incoming? I can't remember. We might have if we did. I know they had some moments in there. I think they were talking about getting married. I wasn't sure if they did or not. Maybe that's what happened there, but good. They should be married now. So having them married here, perfect. Really great way to end the book. It makes me think Wiccan's going to play a big part later on in this series. And since they're coming out weekly, I guess we'll find out next week what Wiccan's going to do in the book here. But it was an alright issue. It's not my favorite of this run. And I think it's the one where a lot of people are going to be like, okay, I get what you're doing. It's fun. It's interesting. But I don't care. It's going to be another event that fades into obscurity in a couple of years. Which they all kind of do, so it doesn't matter. But it is what it is. We'll move past it. So that is my review of Empyre number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.